owned our RV lot at River Ranch, Florida now for 4 years. So why purchase an RV lot that's only an hour and a half away from your home? There's several reasons. So number one, we just fell in love with the RV resort. We love River Ranch. There's so much to do there. Our children love River Ranch. It is a complete dude ranch. And if you're interested in seeing all of the amenities that River Ranch has to offer, I will link our video on the River Ranch Resort Dude Ranch and an agenda there for a stay for you in the comments. The resort also offers things like pickleball courts. We have 2 pools. We have a gym. So we have a lot of those resort amenities that we don't have at our own home, and that unless we're traveling to an actual resort, we're not going to get here. The other thing is that owning an RV resort is a great option for storage. If you don't have the space in your home, you may want to think about purchasing an RV lot, which is one of the main reasons that we did it 4 years ago. And it was really nice on a Friday night after a long week at work, just going there, opening that front door, and everything was ready and set up. We were able to have all of our comforts of home there, so it makes for a quick, nice weekend away. The other reason that we decided to do this is, quite frankly, it's an investment. Since we bought our lot, at one point our value was up over $100,000 for that lot. Now, things have definitely tapered off a little bit from RV lot purchases, and so it's not quite valued that high, and we've put some money into it. But we will still get out probably at least $50,000 to $70,000 in profit if we should decide to sell that lot. When we were looking for lots, there were not a lot available. At the resort that we're in, River Ranch RV Resort, George walked the lot and he said, you really need to come see how much space this is. It is one of the deepest spaces on the entire property. So we have different living spaces, which a lot of people do not. We have a full deck alongside all 40 feet of our RV. We have front parking, but then we have this beautiful space in the back. It is a fire pit, a swing. We have a storage shed back there. We have some artificial turf that the dogs run around on, and it has just been great to have that extra space. And because of that, it has also made it a particular favorite for people that are renting. And we have regular renters that use our lot when we are not, which is another source of income for us. The lot rentals that we get throughout the year completely cover our property taxes for the year, as well as our HOA fees. At every RV resort that you might be considering, check to see what those HOA fees are. Some of them are extremely high and some of them are more reasonable. Ours have gone up every single year, but they are still reasonable for what we get, and they are, as a matter of fact, lower than some of the ones that are in Florida. I will say this, owning a lot is actually less expensive for us than it would be to store our lot in Florida year round. The storage fees in Florida can be very expensive, upwards of $400 a month. So some of the things that we decided to do and to put into it is, number one, landscaping. Landscaping is a huge cost, but we decided to revamp what was there, trim up everything, cut down some trees that were not the most convenient, add the artificial turf, which is a choice. We also had a stamped concrete company come in and make our concrete pad look a little bit more decorative. Now, my husband built an entire deck. It was not here when we moved in. It is not a deck that will have to be rebuilt or replaced. It is a byproduct that is not going to wear down. And because it's such a large deck, we're able to have a dining area, a outdoor kitchen sink and prep area, as well as a full living area. We're very fortunate in the space that we have on the deck, but that meant buying furniture for each of those spaces. One of the other things to consider purchasing is lighting. We have beautiful lights that my husband has put up for me. It's great at night when we are camping to sit out there under the stars and just have this beautiful landscape lighting and lights that hang above our fire pit area and stretch all the way across the property. If you're considering buying a property, think about some of the things that you'll want to do and make sure that you consider those factors in long-term costs for yourself. Let's take a look at some of the benefits as far as investment is concerned. First of all, your initial costs. For us, our cost for the lot was just over $100,000. Lots in Florida can go from anywhere from maybe $50,000 all the way up to $1 million plus. So look at the area that you want to be in. How close to the beach do you want to be? What kind of amenities do you want the resort to have? Do you want just a 55 and older type of resort? So there's many options in Florida. The other thing is look at the HOA fees and what kind of board is governing your resort. How much say do you have as a property owner? We have gone through quite a few changes in our board. You are going to have taxes. If you finance your lot, you're going to have a mortgage on the land. And then also make sure that you are clear whether you own the property outright, if it's deeded to you. We do get rental income. Our lot rents out for about $120 to $130 a night with the resort, and we have it in a rental pool. So we let the resort itself handle our rentals, which is extremely convenient for us. We don't have to work on it and make sure we get deposits and make sure that we are contacting people. They go straight through the resort. They just block off when it is being rented out, so we know that we cannot use that property. One thing you are going to have to consider, whether you're renting or not, is insurance for the property. But if you are renting, you may need a little bit additional insurance to make sure that you're indemnified. If you are going to rent, as we do, see how much of that rental income will go directly to you as the owner and how much will be retained for the resort. Our resort, in exchange for having our lot in the rental pool, pays for our landscaping. They will power wash our lot for us to make sure that it looks good for guests. They will trim trees that otherwise would be our responsibilities. For us, I have to say this last year has been very nice, having the income pay for the taxes, the insurance, and the HOA fees. So it doesn't cost us anything to own this lot at this time, and it's bringing in a little bit of income to help cover the costs. If you own an RV lot, one of the biggest benefits is that you are part of a community. We have fabulous neighbors and friends that we have made by being an owner at the resort, and it has been extremely nice to have that camaraderie. There's also resort events and amenities. For example, we will be going up there for New Year's this year, and because it is a dude ranch, it is so much fun. It's kind of like a cowboy hoedown of sorts, and instead of doing a ball drop, they do a boot drop. I will be sure to send you our agenda and make sure that you have a link to that so that you can see all the festivities. Another thing is that on Halloween, Christmas, and most of the holidays, there is a huge golf cart parade. There's also an antique car show, which is one of the largest in the state. We're also not that far from Tampa, so a lot of people come and then make a day of going to the Tampa RV show, the largest RV show in the country as of this time. Every Saturday night, there is a rodeo, there is a petting zoo, there is a full water park available to us. There are 2 restaurants on site, actually more than 2 now, because there's a small pizza place and sandwich shop as well as a Starbucks on site. There's so much for us to do there. It really, again, when you are looking at a resort, look to see what amenities are available to you. What do you want? Many of the resorts in Florida, for example, have things like different clubs, depending on the clientele that they are catering to. Take a look and see what the benefits of your ownership would include. One of the other main benefits for George and I is that this lot is part of our retirement plan. We are getting ready in a few years to fully retire, both of us, and our plan is to be on the road most of the year. However, we do want a home base for us and for our RV. In Florida, it has become increasingly difficult to rent RV lots for a season and extremely expensive. So by owning this lot, we always know that we have a place to keep our RV and that we won't have to pay exorbitant rental rates to someone else when we have our own lot. If you've ever wondered if owning an RV lot is worth it, I'm here to tell you it might just change everything. It's given us the freedom, the comfort, the community, and a place to call home, even when we're miles away. If you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and be sure to join us for a more in-depth look at our home base, River Ranch RV Resort in Florida. And tell me in the comments, would you ever consider owning an RV lot? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until then, my friends, see you in the passenger seat.